So hello again, brothers and sisters. I want to talk about a few things that's going on. If you haven't, well, I'm sure everyone knows about peace plan. I know Christians are definitely on high alert. I know that we all have this feeling of anticipation, maybe. I think that's the best way to describe it, because we know that something hopefully is soon to come regarding the rapture. And that this week is a very high rapture watch week. Okay? Tongue twister. I have a strong feeling about October, but, whether you stand in the pre-trib, mid-trib, or post-trib, I believe honestly that there's all three. And I know there's a few people out there saying that. I haven't gone into my details as to why. Because it's something that you have to ask the Lord yourself. It's just one of those things. But I believe I know my fate because of what the Lord told me. Okay? So we need to calm down. It's not a big deal. The Lord knows what He's doing. Okay? He is going to truly save us from what is to transpire, okay? Whether it's us being saved in supernatural ways, in the physical realm, for a little while, or just the all-out rapture. Okay, it's gonna happen. So, I'm gonna start to talk about the place that it took place. Okay, so place, Washington, D.C. Really interesting about Washington, D.C. is that this is the powerhouse of demonic activity, evil, okay? So Satan is set up since George Washington, okay, the first president. It was his design. Look into it. There's actually going to be a guy I'm linking down below who confirms everything that I've talked about regarding our very first president and the foundation in which our government is based off of. Okay? So that's very important, because once you know the foundation that you're built on, you know for a fact that whatever is not built by God will be destroyed. It is what it is. Right? So the man goes into detail talking about how the Washington, D.C. area, especially the presidential, where the White House is, with the obelisk and all that in the front, that this is all a replicated scene of what the Pharaoh would do and how he would be worshipped in Egypt. So it's a big deal, okay? And we can see obviously that America likes to take artifacts and things from ancient times and keep it in New York and in other parts of America, okay? Including the Cleopatra obelisk that I believe is in New York Park, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, but to get on with this, peace plan, okay, so as I was watching that channel, it was Revelation chapter 12.com channel, he said something, and immediately after he said that statement, the Lord dropped this phrase in my spirit, okay, very strong. I feel like I need to share it. But basically what he said was, and I'm going to quote him, that Israel and Palestine, or the Muslim nations or whatever, they're not technically at war. So this is not about a peace plan. Okay? Especially, he said they're not on full-on war. It's not about peace. So he said the peace plan is not about peace. It is about commerce. It is about industry. It is about F-35 and weapons. It is about prosperity, and it is about being accepted by Muslim nations. Okay? And what his video was about being separate from the nations. Okay? Now, Israel, before I move on with what the Lord dropped into my spirit, the Lord also told me this. So, all of the Christians are arriving at the same conclusion, even though they're kind of wrong about one thing. Okay? But they're still coming to the same conclusion, which is fine. I talked about this in another video. If you look up the etymology of annex, it means to conjoin, to be united. Okay? It doesn't mean division. Division means splitting or separating. It means the complete opposite. Annexation means to bring together, to unite. Okay? Now, accord also means unity, harmony in mind. Okay? So this is kind of a mind, body, and spirit thing going on. The Antichrist beast is being formed, and America is helping them do that. Okay? That is an extreme problem. So I've spoken about in the past how America was the last nation to come under a king, and about how the Lord despises kings and he did not want things to be that way. So when George Washington became a king, the entire world at that point was in one mind. Okay? They all now function the same. They all have the same governmental system. And not only that, but America became the powerhouse of influence over history, over time. And they're known for being, I don't know how, because I'm military, the strongest defense against all other people. Okay? Military-wise. America has been exalted. It is the land of pride. And the foundations that it is built upon is not going to stand in the day of the Lord. Judgment is coming to America because they have allowed and helped. Not only, I said that the time started ticking when America got a king or a president. Same thing. A ruler. And if you actually look up the etymology of president, it means majesty. So it's kind of high up there in the ranks. If I'm not mistaken, it's like above a king. Okay? This is good stuff to know. So when America became a nation, it took over, created United Nations, and now it has helped God's separate people in their separate land begin to defy him. Okay? To like the highest power. Okay, so this is what the Lord dropped in my spirit this second. That he said that it's about business. It's about commerce, industry, and weapons and prosperity and all these things, right? They're choosing a king, their Messiah, aka the Antichrist, to govern over them. All right, so what the Lord told me was, it is a business transaction. Who better to do it than the businessman himself? This is why Babylon must come down. The nation of merchants. The nation that causes infidelity and defiance in God's people. Woe to America. Woe. So, the businessman is Trump, okay? Obviously, we know Kushner is just absorbed in all of that. He's the one who functioned it, and, he's the one who knew the people to get the job done since he was a baby. He knew Netanyahu. So we're looking at some serious end time stuff. We're talking Daniel 27. I don't know if it's the actual document, but it is the start of the beast system. It is the beginning, of life as we know it in a new realm. Okay? So, I already spoke in regards to how we're kind of damned if we do and damned if we don't this election. If Trump wins, there's going to be some angry people, probably going to lead to martial law. Okay? Or assassination. I'm going to be real. If, and I pray not. I pray not, of course. I pray for God's will to be done. But I'm playing chess here. Okay? Forgive me. And if the other side wins, we're talking just utter and complete chaos. And not only that, but those mobsters, gangsters, BLM, Antifa, the crazies, they're going to go ham too. Okay? They're going to go ham either way or. So, what's going on here? Who knows? That's why I really feel like before it gets to that point, there's a possibility that we could be gone. If not, and the bride's not ready, then so be it. It's going to make us stronger. It's going to make us better. It's going to make us more equipped. And of course, when we get to heaven, it will be worth it. It will be worth every struggle. I promise you, my brothers and sisters. Well, we are at the end. If you have not accepted Jesus Christ, now is the time to do so. Now is the time to do so. Don't even hesitate at this point. Destruction is coming very soon. I also pray for Puerto Rico. I had a dream about Puerto Rico the other day. Pray for America. Pray that whatever seed has been planted, may it grow in Jesus' name. And be specific about that seed, because every seed is planted everywhere. There's seeds from Satan, there's seeds from flesh, and there's seeds from the Lord, okay? And we want to pray that the seeds that have been planted about Jesus in people grow and prosper in Jesus' name, especially before it's too late. So that they think twice about what's going on instead of throwing it in the back burner and saying, it'll get better. We still have more time. We'll see what happens. Or, I'll give my life over to Jesus tomorrow. These are plots and plans from the enemy. It's not a joke. Okay? Well, God bless you, brothers and sisters. Stay on watch. We're excited. Be blessed.